Have you been thinking about starting a meditation practice, but you're feeling a little bit intimidated? If that's the case, this is the video for you. In this video, I'm going to be sharing as a meditation instructor how I suggest folks get started meditating at home with no equipment. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe and the bell notification to get the deets on every time a new video comes out. My name is Sabrina Joy. I'm an aromatherapist, certified nutritional coach, and a meditation instructor and yoga teacher. And today I want to chat with you about how to meditate at home with no equipment. One of the most prevalent things I hear from folks as a hurdle, if you will, for meditation is that they just don't have the time or the space or the place or the things. And we're going to address some of those issues today. So I want to preface by saying that meditation can be done anywhere. That's why it's one of those powerful health and wellness tools, because it is applicable and accessible to everyone, everywhere. Mala beads, a cushion, candles, these are all great things that can really deepen your meditation practice, that can allow you to move into different types of meditation. But basic meditation, whether that be breath practice or mindfulness practice, can be done anywhere with nothing at all. But I do want to help guide you in creating a space where you can at least get started, especially if you're feeling intimidated by meditation. The first step is to establish a quiet, safe space. If you live by yourself, this shouldn't be a problem. Just make sure that pups or kitty cats or other animals are outside of the room, and or if they're in the room with you, make sure that they can stay in a downstay or stay away from you so they're not interrupting your practice. If you live with other people, make sure that your doors are closed as well. And it's good to let the other people in your home know, hey, I'm going to be meditating. So if you can just be kind of quiet for a little while, that would be really fantastic. This can be a really great way also to begin to share your meditation practice with others. And who knows, maybe it will spread, right? If you can't find a safe space in your home, consider going to a local park and finding a quiet park bench. This is a little bit less convenient during the winter time or when it's raining in the spring or the fall or summer. So when that's happening, if you don't have a space or quiet space in your own home, another great place to meditate is actually in libraries. They're generally very quiet and almost always very safe. And you can find a quiet nook in the corner and sit either on the ground or find a chair somewhere and just close your eyes, and no one will think anything of it. It's a very safe and simple place to meditate, and you're much less likely to be distracted there than you are even in a park or any other public space that's outside of your home. Okay, the next thing that I think you need, and probably the only thing that you actually do need if you're meditating, is a pretty firm pillow. So this is the meditation cushion that I use. It's a full-size bolster, and it is really nice and thick. Now, since this is a video about meditating without equipment, I wanted to give a couple other options. So if you have a throw pillow that is really firm, that's another great option. Or one of my favorite options is if your couch has long cushions, kind of like this one does here, you can sit on those as well. I recommend, if you have pillows to choose from, choosing the most firm pillow. Make sure it can really support your pelvis and you can have a nice long spine during practice. Another important thing to know before you get started, and it's not an equipment thing, is to make sure that you're wearing loose clothing, right? Baggy clothing that will allow you to get comfortable and allow you to take full inhales and exhales. If you're practicing a focus-based meditation and you don't have a candle, one of the best things to do is to look out an open window, or even to find a space that has interesting textures in your home and gaze at that instead. This may sound crazy, but it's actually a very common practice to sit and stare at the wall. Most walls have very gentle texture, and it can be very mentally engaging while also being very quiet and not too stimulating, as sometimes a window can be. All of these tips might seem super simple and basic and almost like common sense, and if that's the case, then that's how it should be. Like I said at the start of this video, meditation is supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be accessible for anyone, anywhere. So like I said, just make sure you're in a safe, quiet space. Make sure you're sitting on a cushion that doesn't really give very much, that's pretty hard, that your pelvis is higher than your knees. Make sure that if you're staring at something, it's something not too stimulating, and wear loose clothing, right? Very, very simple tips, but really, really important, especially if you want to make your meditation practice more accessible and less challenging, because meditation can be really hard, right? Bet you know that if you've started. If you want to have a little bit of guidance, I have 5 free guided meditations at the description below. All you have to do is put in your email, and then go each day for 5 days straight into your inbox with instructions about how to set up your space and what the meditation is. There are 5 different kinds, so it will also help you to explore different realms of meditation if you're a previous practitioner of meditation or current practitioner of meditation, to kind of put your feelers out and find some new varieties that you can experiment with. These are completely free and accessible for you anywhere you can get an email and download onto any device that plays audio. Thanks so much for spending time with me. I know it is your most